God says, "My child, the time is now." The heavens have spoken, and Archangel Michael has sounded the alarm. The doors of your blessings are at risk of closing. The enemy has moved in secret, plotting against you, trying to steal what rightfully belongs to you. March 13th marks a turning point in your life. A spiritual deadline has been set, and if you do not act now, you will miss what has been prepared for you. The gates that have been opened for you will begin to shut, and once they are closed, they may not open again. You have only a few minutes left to act. The angels have been watching, recording everything. They have seen the hidden enemies, the secret conversations, the false smiles of those who pretend to love you but work against you. My child, the spiritual realm is moving, and things are shifting at an accelerated pace. The time for ignorance is over. The time for delay is over. The time for doubting is over. I am speaking to you now, louder than ever before. If you ignore this message, the consequences will be severe. There are forces around you, working day and night to block your blessings. They have been monitoring your steps, interfering with your destiny, planting seeds of confusion, discouragement, and distraction. They have smiled in your face but secretly celebrated your struggles. They have pretended to support you while secretly hoping for your downfall. My child, I can no longer allow you to remain blind to this reality. I must expose what has been hidden. This is not a normal message. This is not an ordinary word. This is an urgent revelation from the throne of heaven. The enemy knows that his time is running out. He knows that you are close to breaking through. He knows that you are standing on the edge of transformation, that your miracle is near, that your elevation is at hand. That is why he has increased his attacks. That is why he has sent confusion. That is why he has tried to make you doubt yourself. But my child, I am here to tell you, do not be deceived. The reason you have been feeling uneasy is because your spirit senses what is happening. The reason you have been having strange dreams is because the spiritual realm is revealing things to you. The reason certain people have suddenly distanced themselves from you is because I am removing those who were never meant to go with you into your next season. Pay attention. You are not imagining things. The shift is real. The exposure is happening now. The next few minutes will determine everything. This is the moment of decision. If you ignore this, you will regret it. If you delay, you will cry bitter tears. If you dismiss this as just another message, you will suffer great loss. I am telling you now because I love you. I am warning you because I do not want to see you destroyed. The enemy has set traps, but I am showing you the way of escape. The enemy has spoken lies, but I am giving you the truth. March 13th is a day of spiritual transition. It is a dividing line between those who are awake and those who are asleep. It is the moment when destinies are sealed, when the final decisions are made in the courts of heaven. My child, do not take this lightly. The enemy wants you to be distracted, to be caught up in things that do not matter. He wants you to overlook this warning, to scroll past it, to think it is just another message. But I am telling you, this is different. There are forces working in the background, manipulating situations, shifting circumstances, trying to move you away from my plan. They are using people close to you, speaking through familiar voices, disguising themselves as helpers when they are really destroyers. My child, I have been patient, but now is the time for action. I have waited for you to see the signs, to recognize the patterns, to discern the deception. But time is running out. You cannot afford to be passive any longer. The doors that I have opened for you are unlike anything you have seen before. These are doors of supernatural provision, doors of divine favor, doors of breakthrough that generations before you prayed for. These are opportunities that will not come again. And the enemy knows this. That is why he is working overtime to delay you, to discourage you, to plant seeds of doubt in your heart. He wants you to walk away from your own blessing. He wants you to self-sabotage. He wants you to give up right before you cross the finish line. But my child, do not fall into his trap. I have sent Archangel Michael to fight for you. The battle in the heavens has been fierce. There have been demonic forces assigned specifically to stop you, to block your prayers, to keep you bound in cycles of frustration and delay. But I have issued a divine command, and no more. The forces that have resisted you are being overthrown. The curses spoken against you are being broken. The chains that held you back are being shattered. But you must take this seriously. There are instructions I have given you. There are steps I have told you to take. But you have delayed. You have allowed fear to hold you back. You have allowed doubt to paralyze you. My child, I am warning you, if you do not act now, you will miss what I have prepared for you. The door of opportunity is closing. The time of grace for this specific season is running out. If you do not step forward, someone else will take what was meant for you. The blessing will not disappear, but it will be given to another. Do not let this happen. The spiritual realm is moving at an accelerated speed. What took years to happen will now happen in days. What you thought was far off is now near. That is why you feel the urgency in your spirit. That is why your dreams have become more intense. That is why certain people have been exiting your life without explanation. I am shifting things. I am removing distractions. I am positioning you for what is next. But my child, you must act now. The enemy will try to whisper doubt into your ear. He will try to convince you that this message is not real. He will try to make you believe that you have more time. But that is a lie. The time is now. You have only a few minutes left before the doors begin to close. I have given you everything you need. I have equipped you for this moment. I have sent angels to guide you. But you must make the decision. You must choose. Will you step forward into your blessing, or will you let it slip away? Will you trust me, or will you allow fear to control you? The choice is yours, my child. But know this, whatever you decide will have consequences. This is not a small matter. This is a turning point in your destiny. March 13th is approaching. The spiritual doors are shifting. The time is short. Act now, my child. Take this seriously. Your future depends on it. My beloved child, listen closely, for this message is not a coincidence, nor is it a mere collection of words meant to be ignored. The heavens have sent forth a warning, a proclamation that echoes through the very fabric of time. The Archangel Michael, the warrior of the Most High, speaks now with urgency, with authority, with a call that cannot be silenced. The doors of your blessings, the very gates of the divine favor meant for you, stand before you, but they are moments away from being closed. You cannot hesitate. You cannot delay. What you do in these next few moments will determine the course of your destiny. There has been a battle raging over your life, one that has existed long before you took your first breath. Forces unseen have gathered against you, forces that have plotted, whispered, and woven traps in the shadows. You have felt it, haven't you? The unexplained delays, the unrelenting struggles, the sudden obstacles that arise just when you thought you were about to break through. Do you think this is by chance? Do you believe it is merely the natural order of life? No, my child. This is the result of a spiritual war, a conflict that has targeted you because of the light you carry. The enemy knows who you are, even if you do not fully know yourself. He has studied your weaknesses, learned your fears, and sought to keep you bound in the chains of confusion, doubt, and hesitation. But now, the heavens have moved on your behalf. The angelic armies have been dispatched. The forces of light have been released to clear the path that has been obstructed for too long. The hand of God is stretched forth, and before you stands a divine door, a gateway to the blessings, breakthroughs, and anointing that have been prepared for you before the foundations of the earth. Yet, this door will not remain open forever. The enemy has set a time, a moment, an expiration upon this opportunity, and unless you act swiftly, unless you open your spirit to what is being revealed, the door will shut, and the weight of regret will press heavily upon you. You have asked for a sign. You have sought confirmation. You have wondered why your prayers seem to go unanswered, why the heavens sometimes feel silent. But hear me now, my beloved, the delay has not been in the answer, but in the readiness of your heart to receive it. The heavens have spoken, the blessings have been prepared, but will you step forward and claim them? Will you act in faith, or will you allow hesitation to rob you of what is meant to be yours? Archangel Michael stands as a guardian, a protector of those who walk in righteousness. He has fought battles on your behalf that you have not seen. He has shielded you from dangers you were unaware of. He has gone before you, cutting down the forces that sought to keep you in bondage. But even he cannot force you to walk through the door. That decision rests in your hands. The battle has been fought, the way has been cleared, but only you can take the step forward. Do not think this is something to take lightly. Do not assume that you have time. The enemy's greatest weapon against you has been the illusion of time, the deception that convinces you that there will always be another opportunity, another moment, another day to do what must be done. But that is a lie. There are moments in destiny that do not repeat. There are windows of opportunity that once closed, remain sealed forever. This is such a moment. This is such a call. You have been placed here at this exact time to receive this message, and that is no accident. But what must you do? How do you step through the door before it is shut? The answer is simple, yet it requires the greatest act of faith you have ever taken. You must surrender. You must release everything that has held you back: fear, doubt, past failures, bitterness, resentment, uncertainty. You must step into divine alignment, cast aside distractions, and fix your eyes upon the one who has called you. There can be no half measures, no lukewarm decisions. The door will not open for those who are unwilling to walk fully in obedience. The blessings cannot be received by hands that still cling to the chains of the past. Do you understand the weight of this moment? Do you comprehend the urgency that heaven is speaking with? This is not about material gain. This is not about temporary victories. This is about your destiny, about the fulfillment of what was written for you before you ever entered this world. There are gifts within you that have remained dormant for too long. There are callings upon your life that have been delayed, not because they were denied, but because you hesitated, you questioned, you feared what stepping fully into your purpose would require of you. But now, you cannot afford to wait any longer. The door is before you. The blessings are waiting. The heavens have moved. The Archangel Michael has sounded the alarm. The only question that remains is, will you answer? Will you step forward? Will you claim what has already been declared as yours? Or will you watch as the door shuts before your eyes, as the enemy laughs at your hesitation, as another moment of destiny slips through your fingers? This is your time. This is your moment. This is the divine intersection of all that has been prepared for you. Do not let fear rob you. Do not let doubt deceive you. Do not let the whispers of the enemy tell you that this message is not for you. If you are reading this now, it is because heaven has aligned you with these words at this exact moment. That is not by chance. That is not an accident. That is divine orchestration. Move now. Act now. Pray now. Step forward now. The doors are closing. The heavens are waiting. The blessings are ready. But the choice is yours. Will you walk through the door, or will you stand in hesitation until it is too late? The time is now. God says, "My child, you are standing at the threshold of a great shift. The heavens have been opened, and the blessings that have been held back are ready to be released. But I see hesitation in your heart, distractions clouding your vision, and doubts whispering in your ear. The enemy is moving swiftly, using confusion, delay, and fear to block what is rightfully yours. My child, this is not the time to hesitate. This is not the time to question. The doors I have set before you are about to close, and once they shut, only I can open them again. Archangel Michael has been sent as a messenger, a guardian over this moment. He stands ready, his sword drawn, his presence surrounding you, urging you to act. But you must listen, my child. You must move quickly. The enemy has studied your patterns. He has seen where you hesitate, where you second guess, where you allow fear to paralyze you. And now, he works tirelessly to keep you from stepping into what I have already prepared. Do not let him succeed. Do not allow his deceptions to rob you of what I have ordained. There are blessings stored in the heavens with your name on them. There are opportunities, breakthroughs, financial increases, and divine connections that I have aligned for you. But these blessings require action. They require obedience. They require faith. My child, too many times you have waited when I called you to move. Too many times you have doubted when I gave you clear signs. You cannot afford to miss this moment. The next few minutes are crucial. This is a window, an opening, a divine appointment set before you. The enemy knows this, and that is why he is working harder than ever to distract you, to convince you that nothing is changing. But listen, my child, everything is shifting right now. The spiritual realm is moving on your behalf. I have seen the struggles, the battles fought in silence, the nights filled with prayers, the moments when you felt unseen and unheard. But my child, I have always been watching. I have always been listening. I have been preparing you for this exact moment. Every delay, every tear, every disappointment was leading you to this. The doors are open now, but they will not stay open forever. There is a woman who has worked against you in secret, who has spoken words to block your progress, who has conspired in ways you do not yet see. She has aligned herself with forces that are not of me, believing that she can manipulate, delay, and divert what I have destined for you. But my child, hear me clearly, I am exposing her. The truth will come forth like a flood, and she will not be able to hide behind lies any longer. She thought her words would shape your future, but only my words have that power. She thought she could steal your blessings, but what I have written for you cannot be erased by human hands. But my child, you must act. You must step forward in faith. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let the voices of doubt delay you any longer. This is a divine warning, a call to action, a moment that will not come again in the same way. Archangel Michael has been sent to clear the way, to fight on your behalf, to remove every obstacle that has been placed before you. But you must walk through the doors before they close. You must believe that what I have for you is greater than anything the enemy has tried to take from you. My child, look around you. The signs are everywhere. The numbers that appear before you, the sudden thoughts that come to your mind, the dreams that feel more like visions, these are not coincidences. I have been speaking to you. I have been showing you glimpses of what is to come. But now, the time for glimpses is over. Now is the time for manifestation. Prepare yourself. What is coming will be unexpected. It will come in a way you did not anticipate, through a person you never considered, from a direction you did not expect. My blessings do not follow human logic. My favor does not operate according to worldly rules. That is why you must trust me. That is why you must act now. You are standing at the edge, my child. Will you step forward in faith, or will you allow fear to keep you stuck? The enemy wants you to hesitate. He wants you to second-guess yourself until it is too late. He wants you to miss this moment. But I say to you now, do not let him win. Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not let your blessings be delayed any longer. The doors are closing, my child. The heavens are waiting for your response. Move now. Act now. Trust now. What is coming is greater than you can imagine. But you must be ready to receive it.